Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign EU4. This is Schizophrenic Sovereignty. We go ahead and turn on the Trade Part Edict in this itty bitty state over here that we have. Should be worthwhile, I think, with that being in the Goa node. I looked around at institution spread a bit, and I did decide to turn on a few choice locations. These two states, I've got this one I want to get embraced, and this one I'd like to get embraced. And then there's also this one that's about to get it, and a couple others that are about to get it, and I tried to like sync them up so that we could actually embrace the institution soon at a pretty good price. The institution embracement cost is negative 7.6 right now due to prestige, 700 gold. If we can get a little bit more prestige somehow, I mean, I don't know how we could aside from maybe attacking Khorasan, but the Ottomans I think are going to defend them. Let's check real quick. Yeah, with the Ottomans defending him, we can't attack Khorasan, although that would be really nice to just keep on rolling, getting more cores. Now, Oman has cores here, but nothing against Yemen. And we've got a pretty sizable truce now with the Timurids, and a very sizable truce with Hormuz, so I think we're done playing this country, aside from just letting some time pass. Othmanis is winning their war against Orissa, obviously. We got him nearly full occupied. Looks like he's also fighting Tonga, and he has particularists. And I found this to be rather impressive. He has already paid off almost all of his loans. I was looking at loans to see if I could sell someone some heavies. Ottomans have 2. Othmanis has 1. You take 0.02 divided by 2. 0.02 divided by 0.02. That's the number of loans that they have. So he's got 1 loan. He had like a lot of ducats in debt, and now he's caught up. Probably because his income is stupid high. Othmanis makes 88 ducats a month. And we want to continue to take more and more of it, please. Where are those ships? Those heavies need to get mothballed. And, I don't know who we can sell them to aside from maybe Othmanis. Like, Delhi doesn't have a coastline, so he can't do it. Thaya? Like, no one's friendly to us, really. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Mamluks, or the Ottomans are, but with their debt's actually more significant than Othmanis's. Look at those fat war reps. Timurids, 7 ducats a month. That can't be... Oh my god, that is. We actually are going to draw 7 ducats a month for 120 months. That's 840 ducats from the Timurids for 10 war score. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Alright, we have 41 naval force limit. New guy in charge. We are on track to have... How many boats? Right now we've got 35 light ships. We can adopt the title of Khalifa. I think that unfortunately just reset our piety, but... Move towards legalism sounds good. Enforce religious unity. Okay, whatever. Still not going to convert anything, but... That seems fine. Trade income at a record high for us, 26 ducats a month. We are apparently loose lips. Ulema have a tiny bit too much land. No coastline, so that's not a problem. The Emirs only expect to have 10%, and they have too much, but I don't really want them to be disloyal right now. Although these are just bad provinces for them. Yeah, I guess I'll allow them to be slightly disloyal. We don't really... Well, that's not true. We do need the manpower. Let's let the manpower recover a bit. Huh? How's that sound? And... What about merchants? They have a little bit of loyalty again. And they've got 1 province, I think. That has the estuary, this one does not. And of course, yes, I'm aware I say it wrong all the time. It's not an estuary, it's a center of trade. But you know what I mean when I say it, so why do you give me a hard time, you know? I mean, this isn't a bad one for them to have, but without the estuary or center of trade, I feel like I'd rather have the Dhimmi possibly be here. I don't think we can afford to revoke that without making them upset, though. And I definitely want them to have that one. The Dhimmi could take this. 0% autonomy. Pretty good trade income. I would have to bet that we make more money leaving it in charge of nobody. If it had like 3 or 4 base tax, maybe. Okay, well, what about the inland Ulema stuff? Got cotton, 3 ducats. Grain, that's not a good province for the Ulema to have. That back. Grain gives force limit. But now they demand more land. Great. I planned this. It's coastline, so I'd rather that they don't have that, but it also puts them at exactly where they expect to be, 15%, so good enough. I'm looking forward to the next patch. Apparently, I haven't really read a lot about it, but apparently they're getting rid of the whole percentage of expected land nonsense, so they can get rid of some of the tedium, maybe. National tax modifier until the death of our current ruler, or we can move 20 towards legalism, which effectively gives us 4% extra national tax modifier, 4% manpower, and 2% tech cost. Or we can get some missionary strength, which obviously we don't want. So, slightly more money, slightly reduced tech. I'm gonna go for the tech. Legalism, please. Do we even need to fabricate on Hormuz with these cores? Looks like we couldn't even if we wanted to, because I already released it. How goes your war bomb on us? 83? You sieging that thing down yet? He is. About to win. Still had some unrest, but it looks like it's pretty much gone now. Now that army's there, it's fine. I would get rid of these cav if I were playing this country for the long term, but I just know the AI would rebuild it anyway, so whatever. Ethiopia is at peace. He is in the open seas, so he might care about heavies. Ethiopia, do you have any money? He has 143 ducats in the bank. Alright, let's try it. We have a disloyal subject again. Afghanistan, huh? Probably better diplotech than us, yeah. Well, I've been diverting his trade to just, you know, make more money, but if it's going to cost me the relationship for now, I guess we disable divert trade for a moment. We could try to buy or hire a, honestly, he's downstream from us. Maybe we should just make him into a march. There's still other cores. Like, would we want to integrate this guy? If I were playing this guy, this country long term, would I integrate him? My primary culture group is down here. He's in a completely different culture group, so it's not a big problem, but like, I don't know. It is one of the only avenues of expansion we have is going west, but we could just expand with a strong subject. You don't have to take the land yourself, and it's all downstream from us, right? Any land we take in Hormuz, don't care. Any land we take in Persia, don't really care. I'm not going to move my trade capital to Persia. Not unless we conquer all of Persia. So, not to mention, I released Afghanistan when I played the Timurids, and that idiot just instantly integrated them instead of using him against Delhi. So, yeah, I'm going to make you into a march. Force Sin to keep him around for a while. Use him as he's meant to be used. Aha, use him. Guess we might as well drill. Orissa just got full annexed. Bofanus is at peace now. I wanted to see if Ethiopia wanted to buy those heavies, which are probably already about to sink. He's in debt. Well, of course he is. Bofanus, do you like heavy ships? Buying the ships would exceed the force limit. That's a good sign. That means he might actually buy them. Bofanus has a naval supply limit of 86, so he can buy 3. Better than 0. But he doesn't want them if he has to pay money. I guess he feels confident with his current amount of heavies. Isn't there a mission to build a fleet that we could... Yeah, we could actually... Alright, let's just do these clicks. While we have the heavies. Dominate trade. Indus. Sind has 75% more trade power. For the rest of the campaign, one owned province in your home trade node will get local trade power plus 10. Wow, that's pretty cool. Need 75% control in this node, huh? Let's see if we can do that. Let's temporarily protect trade in Indus. See if we can just spike ourselves up to 75% for a month. %, please. Oh, so close. So close and yet so far. Obviously, I think we're going to make less money that way. Yep. Not surprising. Oh, that's wrong. We're supposed to be protecting... If we had a admiral, I think we could actually do it. An admiral with a couple maneuver pips. Or we could just try to build more lights. There's time for that still. So... You just make sure I've got shipyards everywhere. I do. So naval supply or naval force limit will stay at 44. And yet we only have a total of 34 lights. So yeah, I'm going to just keep building lights. And we get caravan power plus 25% and an extra merchant. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Where does this extra merchant even go? He goes to... Not here, not here. We already have him here. I guess to Bengal. Bengal's not an inland node, so I don't like that node particularly, but... It'd be great if we could reach a little bit further upstream. Maybe if we could get access to Chengdu, we could steer more into this direction, which brings it along this way. Or possibly... Money that goes this way can't get to us. It just bypasses us altogether. Now the AI would, of course, be looking at it and say, well, I've got 3% trade power in Hormuz, I should collect there. Which we're not going to do. But, well, I guess, for now, the best thing we could do would be to transfer in Goa, try to get a little bit more money to our subject, whose trade power we're not stealing. That'll give us an extra 10% transfer trade bonus to the capital, taking us up even higher. Also, we're supposed to be improving relations with that guy, are we? Up to 109.3. Okay, without the boats, we're at 62%. Let's try one more time now that we have that extra 10% multiplier. Get a new estuary. It's kind of cool. Dominate trade, estuary, and development costs for the rest of the game. Own 5 provinces across 3 trade company regions. We got it. Sweet. 75 on the dot. Not bad. And we picked up an estuary in this province, Ahmadabad. Dominant trade hub, local trade power plus 10, and that's already owned by the Merchant Guild, so it's also getting an extra 50% from the merchants. Beautiful. And it's got the marketplace. Unfortunately, we don't have access to the tier 2 trade station yet, because we're still super far behind on tech. No, not trade station. What's it called? I want the upgraded version of that. That is a trade depot, which requires Diplotech 17, which of course we don't have. All right, you. Back to Goa, please. Emperor returns course to Bengal. Trade income was 20 while we protected in our home node. Now that we have that extra estuary trade power, let's see where we end up once we're protecting in Goa again. Monies, please. Lots of monies, please. 26 ducats. Pretty good. While we have money coming in from the Timurids, it would actually possibly be in our best interest to actually steer some money toward him, toward the Persia node. Maybe more so than what's going on here. In fact, this helps Timurids slightly, which, granted, I don't want to help the Timurids, but, you know, If I can get 10% of it, that's still 10% more than I would have had. Is that all right? All right. The last thing we can really focus on, I guess, is the institution spread. Almost have it in that one that I wanted. This one's going to take a little bit while longer. This one's going fairly quick with its 14 development, but I don't think we're going to have it anywhere soon enough. I guess from here I'm going to stockpile cash. We'll just buy the institution. Then we can try to tech up on admin. We did finish that trade idea. Is there a policy we can turn on? Hey, more missionary strength. Trade efficiency plus 10 for military points and embargo efficiency plus 25. We're embargoing people that don't matter at all. We can rival Chagatai. I am going to rival Chagatai just so that our AI does not rival Delhi or Bahmanis, which would be suicide. They would kill us. We saw how well Delhi killed, and Bahmanis has like 50 more ducats in income than we do. That would be suicidal. We could actually declare humiliate war on Chagatai and fight Ming. I don't think that's a good idea. Seriously, like, who will buy these damn heavies? Have the Ottomans paid off their debt yet? They are down to one loan. Maybe, after they pay off that loan, they have 119 out of 102 ships. So, never mind. They're probably not going to buy it. We'll just leave the damn heavies. He's going to rebuild them anyway if I take them away from him, so... Just kind of hoping to save on the naval maintenance and... You know, do stuff. Gain stuff. 423 with a 414 air. I actually am really strongly considering still abandoning religious. Now that we've nearly finished this idea group, we wouldn't lose any of our national ideas if we abandoned the whole thing and then took another one. Like... Any other idea group would be better for us. Like, the missionary. We have not used the missionary once. Stability cost. And then haven't clicked the stability cost button once. And you use it so seldom it doesn't matter. We've never used a missionary, so this is useless. Tolerance for the true faith. -1 unrest in provinces that are already your faith. But we have a divergent religious area, so tolerance of the true faith doesn't apply to all provinces. Yearly prestige, it's kind of handy. Useless. Permanent CB. I mean, that's nice, but we haven't needed to use that because we've got other ways to attack people. Not to mention, soon we're going to have imperialism. And then culture conversion cost, that shouldn't even be a thing in the game. The whole idea group is trash. You cue the comment section saying, religious is the best idea group ever because of the CB. Yeah, the CB is probably the only redeeming quality of the whole damn thing. Everything else is pretty dumb for a Sunni country. So... I'm thinking about it. Expansion would work for fabricating claims in overseas trade company regions, and the AI might actually use that because they know they could do that. They could fabricate in overseas trade regions, right? They would have a way to expand outside of this area. Economic would at least allow us to do development or get some cash, you know? It's a little bit too late in the game, I think, to get much benefit out of innovative. Personally. I like to take innovative early or not at all. Administrative still isn't really that useful to us. Mercenary modifiers are all awful. At least with expansion, we could colonize. Colonial sins. Gives them a way to expand, some way to grow. Alright, screw it, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. As soon as we get the institution, I'm gonna do it. Next month, we have this one taking it. Alright, I'm just going to turn off institution spread altogether, everywhere that I can. Next month, we get the institution spread into this one either way. well, within the next couple of months. And then I think I might just take out a loan or two. I want to get it now. I want to immediately start taking some new stuff. Get a colonist going. We could easily afford to colonize. Look at all this money. 56 ducats a month, and we don't even have room for more troops right now. We build buildings. We can do all kinds of stuff. A fort being built in our capital, finally. Alright, cool. I'm going to take a break here. Next episode, we're probably going to speed 4 our way through the final couple years of Sind and see who we play next. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.